So in this video we are going to see what is the Spring Security and why do we need it. Basically we need a Spring Security to protect our APIs. What do we mean by this? Let me show you example. This is my project without any Spring Security. So let me show you the limitations of it. For example, this is the accountant page. If I try to access admin page, it will also be permitted. See, without any problem you can access all the APIs. This may be a threat because our own personal data is exposed. See, all the APIs are accessible without any problem. So how can we protect these APIs? So to protect these APIs we have a solution, that is Spring Security. For a Spring Security working, we always need to send the username and password, and it will be authenticating, and then it will be allowing us to access our page. So basically the Spring Security, what is the main purpose of Spring Security is to protect our APIs from vulnerable access. So how can we do it? We will be seeing in the video further. So let us look at how this Spring Security will be working there. Here I have shown you the Spring Security with the JWT token. Why the JWT token and what is it? We will be looking into it later. So first let's assume that there is a client. What is the meaning of client is that any browser like Chrome or Mozilla, it will be sending the authentication data. So this is the basic authentication data. We will be sending the username and the password. This data will be received by authentication manager on the server. The data will be validated and a JWT token is generated using a secret key, and that JWT token is sent back to the client. And next time when the client sends any request to the server, so there is no need to send this credentials again. That flexibility is due to the JWT token. Rather than sending our own credentials, we can directly send our JWT token with the next request. So in the next request we will be directly sending the JWT token. It will be processed on the server side. If the JWT token is valid, then the proper response is sent back. Let us look this thing into little bit depth. Here we have a layered architecture. Here we have having client. Here is the filter, which is the first to intercept the request. Then if the request passes from this filter, it goes to JWT authentication controller. I will be showing you this authentication controller as well in the code. Then this request is further given to authentication manager, and from authentication manager we use authentication providers like user detail service and user details object. And after validating the authentication object, it is returned back to the this authentication manager. Then authentication manager will be giving it back to the JWT authentication controller. That means here a valid object is returned back, and after that this valid object is used to generate the JWT token. This generation of JWT token is the responsibility of this JWT utils. Further, after generating this JWT token, it is returned back to the client. This is all the theory. In the next video, we will look at the Spring Security, and next to next that video will be looking at how we can implement the JWT token with multi-user authentication. For example, in my project, I am having 4 roles. Let me show you the ER diagram. This is the ER diagram of my project where I am having the patient, doctors, wards and all. In short, I can say that I have 4 roles. One is the employee role, or you can say admin role, who is going to control all the insertion updation of the employees and users. Another role is patient role. Another role is for the accounting purpose, that is accountant. And for managing the patients or to enter the patient's data, we have a reception as a role. So according to their role, I am accessing specified APIs for a particular role. So we are going to see that how to access the specified APIs for that role using the JWT token. Thank you.